Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be an update for the Panning Solitaire Pan That Palette project that I'm doing that was created by Erin and is a Fantastic Ladies collab. The introduction will be in the cards and everyone in this project will be linked down below. If you hear some kind of wind or rain or all sorts happening outside, it's because there's a storm happening and we're all stuck indoors basically. So I'm going to film this because I can't go anywhere else, basically. I spoke to Erin about this because I was concerned that my single eyeshadow for number one was huge and I've not been making any progress on it and the progress on the others will be delayed. And she said that I can use the others while I'm using number one, it's just I can't call it done until number one is done. So that's what I've been doing. And this is where we are on number one. And number one is Steeler Kitten and I've just pulled it out of my makeshift Z palette. As you can see, I have been concentrating around the dip so that it looks like the dip is wider rather than deeper. And I did that on purpose because I didn't want to go straight down and hit pan and then spend forever doing the sides. I wanted to wear it evenly so that when it does get down there, that's when it will hit pan and be almost done. So that's that one, I'm going to put that back in there. Everything I'm using up is in this makeshift Z palette. So collection number two is here and I have been using this one as just to set my primer because I finished up the shadow that I was using before. And this one I will be using in my transition, but at the moment I'm still using the Too Faced palette because I have a transition shade in Pie. So that's what I'm using at the moment. Three is by here and I've not used this shadow but I have used these two. This one I've expanded the pan that was already there and this one here I have got a pretty decent dip going in that one. So the four was this quad. This is the Inglot quad that I created. I've not touched this, so that's still the same. And set number five, which is these five here, the only one I've really touched is this shade here, which I have hit pan in. So that's the progress that we're working with for my first update. I know I filmed my introduction super early and that's not progress since then. This is progress since the beginning of the year because I was using other shadows towards late last year. So this is where we are as of January 1st when I actually started, not October 1st when I filmed it. So that's the progress on that. And I also, because I wanted to do a palette, I included the Revolution, I think this is the Golden Sugar. This is the bronze palette and it just looks like this. So at the moment I'm using this shade here as my blush and I'm using this shade here as my highlight and I've not touched any other shade in here at the moment. But this shade has more progress than the blush does just because this isn't a very pigmented highlight, it's just like a light reflective skin tone kind of shade. So I use quite a bit of this at a time. So there is, I mean, it's not a huge dip, but it's usage basically. So that's the progress and where I am on that one. In terms of setting goals then for next month, what I'm going to do is in this palette, I want to expand the pan on this shade here and on this shade here. And I want to try and hit pan on this brown shade here and focus on number one because I'd love to get number one done within the first 6 months of the year. So that's going to be what I'm focusing on. The blush palette, I'm just going to see how long it takes me basically because I don't want to overuse just to get rid of it because that's a waste. So I will just see where I end up. That's everything for this update. I hope you enjoyed. Take care and I will see you very soon. Bye!